We finally made it to demo day.
That seems like a job I'm not sure about.
We'll be alright.
And while we're willing to put in the hard work,
I got my first wound of the build.
Hey, you know what? I will always wear the proper attire when I do demo work.
this has certainly been a long time coming. Some of it is just plain gross.
Better than pea carpet.
Way better than pea carpet.
But it is a step in the right direction, and we couldn't be more grateful.
Building house is so easy.
Keep up the good work.
Same to you. You don't even need a brain.
Alright, for the RV demo, tear apart, we got from the tool chest, we got a chisel set, an impact gun, trimming your tool, impact gun set, framing hammer, bed blow hammer, and little sledge, vice grips, and channel locks, crescent wrenches. We got an additional impact gun, flashlight, all the safety gear, knee pads, ear protection, eye protection, lung protection, and water and things.
So now you can get down.
I can get down.
I was getting ready to get a screwdriver, look.
Oh, they pop right out, yeah.
They right out. Yeah.
Be alright.
Yeah, once you get down here, you can smell it.
Yeah, it's nasty. It's really nasty. Alright, so this will be your primary tool.
Alright. Do I get a primary tool?
You better give her a job. Kimmy's looking at the tools like, what do I start?
I put my hair in a ponytail and I have nowhere to go.
Okay, so here, I want you to take this screwdriver and I want you to take all the trim pieces off of like that thing and that thing.
Anything with a screw in it?
Yeah, except for the cabinets, we'll do that separate.
That seems like a job I'm not sure about.
We'll be alright.
Someone had a good old time in here.
They didn't have their work boots.
Holy cow. Maybe we do that before we put the floor back on. I got my first wound of the build. No big deal. Don't worry, everybody.
So, and that's, I'll stand on the edge.
We'll replace that. Hey Dad, tell me about these new demo shoes that you have.
Hey, you know what? I will always wear the proper attire when I do demo work. So, you know, this is what it's all about. You know, you want to make sure you're safe and you're well dressed for whatever you're doing.
Right, I'm glad you're ready.
What are you doing right now?
I'm using the gun, lefty loosey.
Lefty loosey, let's see you do
I'm
it.
taking out some hardware. there anything else I should know? Building house is so easy. Kitchen wall looks like it was a burn victim at some point. But don't worry, they covered it with some nice tile backsplash. Whatever it takes.
Alright, Kimmy's finishing up her hardware task.
Almost done.
And you can see torn out this stuff. We've got the light fixtures basically out. Took all the cabinetry and all the hardware out here. Got the light fixtures down. The slide outs done. Kitchen cabinet and stairs. Still gotta do one little piece there. The slides, center slides done. All the kitchen. Cabinetry out. And we got the stairs, carpet out, and then I got the bathroom mostly out. I'll probably put an incinerator toilet in there, so I don't want to pull that out until I make sure that the black tank is empty because it'll stink. Oh, and we still got to take 2 cabinets up there and that light. We're going to grab some lunch and clean up.
I just made us some breakfast and we're going to clean up the mess from yesterday. Then Kirk has to take the RV to empty the black water and gray water. I just learned what that was. Gross. It's not cleaned out, so he has to tow the RV today. So we're gonna clean it out, have some breakfast, and keep it moving on this RV reno. I brought breakfast. I brought my gloves.
Did you? Brand new gloves.
Brand new gloves. My very own. I bonked my finger yesterday. I need steel-fingered gloves.
Job done?
When it's cleaned up.
What are you doing?
I'm cleaning up. I'm sweeping and I'm very excited. I remember I was thinking about when you asked me, I was deep in thought about when we were driving around trying to find land, talking about, yeah, we're getting an RV and I get to sweep our RV now. It's exciting.
Keep up the good work.
Same to you.
Black tank says it's full, gray tank says it's full. So I'm gonna have to go dump these.
Our slide is broken, so Kurt gets the honor of manually cranking it back in. We'll have to eventually get it fixed, but for now, this will have to do. Man crank. So we got to charge the battery for the RV, and Kirk jerry-rigged this extension cord in the street, so if a car comes, I'm on duty to unplug it. So I'm just gonna be out here while it charges, halting traffic. I'd go and help him hook up the truck to the trailer, but I'm on wire duty in the street. But he is a capable man. Tool test complete.
Alright, this is my first time dumping this thing. We got the inlet, a rinse, and hopefully this all works. We'll see. Alright, I got it hooked up. So let's see which one of these valves is the right one. So the sewage tank, the middle, and then I guess I'll pull the air too. Let's see what happens. That's pulled. There we go. Definitely poo water coming out. This over here. Feel how heavy the poop is. That's disgusting.
Kirk and I went to the paint store today to pick up some samples for the RV, and then after he went and dumped the black and gray water, I had another job interview. I feel like I've had a million of those nowadays, but I just spent the last 45 minutes talking about how amazing I am and trying to think of every situation that I've ever been in at work where I was awesome. That was fun. But we're gonna do some paint samples, see which version of white we like. We got 4. And Kirk also ran to Home Depot and got some samples of flooring that we can take a look at with the paint. Yes. Let's get to sampling.
We bought 4 different white samples, and we're gonna paint them next to each other on the wall and label them. And then we're going to lay down flooring against it to see what works best, because one floor is a brown tone and one floor is a gray tone, and the whites are of a brown tone or earth tone and a gray tone.
Taping first. Got a little sample on the screwdriver. Should I rub that off?
That's fine.
Put on my shoe.
No.
Oh. Why? Then it makes your shoes look like you worked in them.
Paint shoes.
Oh. They're different?
Seemingly all whites.
It's all white. All white colors.
This one looks just like the wall.
Yeah, that looks like what they used.
Yeah.
Alright, so we made a decision based on what we like and the budget. So we picked out 2 floors to sample. It's kind of hard to tell on the camera, but the one closer to us is more gray, and then the one closer to the wall is more brown. And we were thinking of pairing these first 2 together, the Hush Gray and the Swan Dive, and the Bone with the Stocking White on the right. But it turns out that we both kind of like the 2 whites in the middle, the Swan Dive and the Stocking White. So we're going to use those as the base and the trim with the baseboards that are a little more brown. Mainly because this countertop that we have, we're not going to replace it. And it's in the brown family. And it kind of clashes with that gray. So it is a really nice countertop. We prefer more of the gray tones, but I like what we picked out.
And it's cheaper.
Yeah, the floor in that color is half the price of the other one, so it's kind of a no-brainer. You don't even need a brain.
It's better than pea carpet.
Way better than pea carpet. Gross. It's so gross.
Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
And join us on Patreon.
Did you go? Do I look okay?
You look like you did a lot of demo.
No, you look great.
That was fun. But we're gonna do some paint samples. See which version of, ooh! Maybe we'll get to painting today. Do you think, no? Oh.
Primer time.